Greetings everyone. This video is done to further elaborate the Sukuk Murabaha in Scientex Quatari Sendirian Berhad. Scientex has played a major role in Malaysia's industrialization progress and has been a model of growth. Scientex became the leading property developer for affordable homes and also a leading manufacturer globally. Scientex is also one of the top-tier developers with projects spread over 3,000 acres of land in Peninsular Malaysia. Scientex's corporate philosophy of management like water remains constant behind everything they do. The corporate philosophy is based on 6 separate and interrelated angles, which are belief, nature and science, energy, modesty, flexibility and purity. Scientex's corporate structure is as per above diagram. It comprised of Scientex Park Malaysia Sendirian Berhad, Scientex Kudai Sendirian Berhad, Scientex Senai Sendirian Berhad and Taxland Sendirian Berhad. There are various types of projects done by the company. The property division of Scientex Group has come a long way since the debut of its 1,100 acres of mixed development project in Taman Scientex Pasir Gudang in 1995. To date, Scientex Group is regarded as one of the property developer with a broad base of product offerings in southern peninsular states of Johor and Malacca. Being the second engine of growth of Scientex Berhad, its property and manufacturing division is well supported by the key active projects as per in the diagram. Sukuk Murabaha issued by Scientex Quatari Sendirian Berhad of Ringgit Malaysia 500 million in nominal value under Syariah principle of Murabaha via Tawarruk. Sukuk Murabaha issued is a sale-based contract, tenure of more than 1 year and up to 10 years from the date issuance. Sukuk Murabaha issued accordance Malaysia Electronic Clearing Corporation Sendirian Berhad MyClear rules and procedures. Next is the Sukuk Murabaha structure. Firstly, Scientex Quatari Sendirian Berhad need to use bungalow, properties and commercial land as their underlying asset of Sukuk Murabaha. Secondly, Sukuk Murabaha issued by Scientex Quatari Sendirian Berhad used to utilization of proceeds to part finance working capital and reimbursement acquisition of land related to Scientex Quatari Sendirian Berhad's core business and projects. Thirdly, Sukuk Murabaha investment need to follow Sharia principle, and fourthly, the ruling in the aspect of investment of early and mandatory redemption. This is the Sukuk Murabaha program transaction diagram where it involves 7 parties in it. Sukuk trustee appointed Scientex Quatari Sendirian Berhad as agent of Sukuk holders for purchase and sale of Sukuk Murabaha agreement. Sukuk holders appoint facility agent as sub-purchase agent to purchase and sell commodities as behalf of Sukuk holders. Sukuk Murabaha issuance proceeds will be used to settle purchase price with commodity vendor. Scientex Quatari Sendirian Berhad appoint facility agent to sell the commodities for an amount equal to purchase price, and they will make the periodic payment to Pacific Trustee Berhad as deferred sale price to Sukuk holders. There are 6 challenges that can be faced by Scientex Quatari Sendirian Berhad. Firstly is the regulatory development. Malaysia is working to cement its position at the head of the Sukuk market by attracting global issuers and investors. Secondly is the complexity of Sukuk structure in the market. This complexity structure of Sukuk is another impediment to the development of Sukuk market. Thirdly is the small percentage of socially responsible investment SRI or green Sukuk in the market compared to green bond, as the market for such green instruments is still not mature. Fourthly, market risk, which is the risk on instruments traded in well-defined markets. Fifthly is the hurdles they face to introduce the emergence of Sukuk. This is due to the investors who still lack of knowledge about Sukuk. Last but not least is the complexity of the issuance of Sukuk documents, which remains unclear standard of accounting governing Sukuk. There are 2 contracts that can be used by Scientex to help finance their projects. Firstly is the Istisna Sukuk program to help finance their project. Istisna Sukuk is a sale-based contract referring to a deferred delivery contract whereby one party, which is the sukuk holder investor, provides investment capital and the seller, SQSB, SPV or sukuk issuer, agrees to deliver asset to a purchaser, which is the third party who places the order to buy the asset, and an arrangement is made with the investors to pay for the asset plus pre-agreed profit. Istisna contract is arranged between SPV and contractor to construct the asset. Secondly, Scientex could opt to issue Wakala Sukuk program. Wakala Sukuk is an arrangement whereby one party entrusts another party to act on its behalf. An investor via a Wakala structure will only receive the profit return agreed between the parties at the outset. Any profit in excess of the agreed upon profit return will be kept by the Wakil as a performance or an incentive fee. Overview of Wakala structure is on the left. In a nutshell, in order to avoid the risk, the issuer should consider on prior market in the Sukuk Murabaha, which will provide the Sukuk holders with a liquidity of investments or will continue for the tenure of the Sukuk Murabaha. This could prevent material adverse effect on the market value of the Sukuk Murabaha. By considering on the interest rate risk, the Sukuk holders may enjoy capital gains by the profits received, which may be reinvested for lower returns. Moreover, change of law that might impact the structure of the Sukuk Murabaha program and the treatment of the Sukuk Murabaha. An investment in the Sukuk Murabaha is suitable for investors who have knowledge in order to evaluate the risk and merits of such investment. Thank you.